Alright, welcome to this video, and we're just going to play a little bit of chess. I mean, I'm certainly not a great player or anything. I'm really still at the beginner level, I guess. I'm playing on chess.com, and what I'm doing here is actually the what you call the blitz or 1 minute bullet chess. One bullet chess, which means you get a minute, but for every move you make, you get a second back, which I think it just allows for some kind of buffering or slight handicap, if you will. So it's, if you are able to make up for a little bit of lost time when you have to think about a move a little bit longer than normal, right? But other than that, it's basically it's 1 minute bullet chess. So you don't have a whole lot of time to make moves and think about moves. You want to move as quickly as possible, but also try to blunder as little as possible, right? Maybe you play 1 minute chess or bullet chess. There's also 2 and 3 minute versions as well. Um, so I don't claim to have played all of them, but I've certainly played a good few hundred of the bullet games, bullet chess the games, and few of the rapid matches as well. But I like the bullet chess because it doesn't take a lot of patience, right? You can kind of do a lot of fluid practice and try to get used to a lot of different scenarios a little bit. Anyway, I'm just trying to learn. My rating right now is like less than 300. I've had it up to like 400 or 500 at least. Not particularly focused on that, but rather just playing some variations and openings. I have one or two main openings I use the most, but would like to learn some better ones and some better traps and so forth. But let's go ahead and play some 1 minute bullet chess and maybe drop me a line. Let me know if you play bullet chess or what kind of chess you like the most, and maybe what level you're at roughly, and see me making some obvious mistakes, maybe let me know, right? I would love to know from those better players out there what you think that I should do to quickly improve my game, maybe even. And those for you that are like new or just learning about maybe bullet chess or just chess in general, certainly am happy to have you here. Well, maybe like and subscribe if it benefits you, but only if you feel like you really want to see some more chess in the future. I have other videos as well. But anyway, let's go ahead and play a game and just see what happens here. I'm just going to move fast with my normal opening. Whatever happens, happens. I'm starting out with black. And see if we can kind of keep it brisk, right? We don't want to spend a lot of time thinking about moves. So my first few moves, I kind of know what I'm going to do, right? Usually. See here. So opening up both sides of the pawns a little bit here. They have weakened pawn over here, so let's try that. I'm going to try one of my usual strategies, but good luck, right? Usually it falls through. Half the time it falls through at least. Opening up the middle a bit here. Maybe not the best strategy, but we're going with it. And they're taking some time to think about their moves there, so that's a sign that they're not too confident about what they're doing. Not that I am, but might be able to hold them off a little bit. Let's see. Oh yes, my turn to move. Anyway, let's do a sacrifice, a trade. Basic. See if we can develop a piece or two. That was a little easy there. So managed to pull out a checkmate, right? Before running out of time. Like you said, they didn't feel like they were too confident. They were only 283, so they're right at my level right there. Maybe, like you said, I normally can be up to about 400 or more if I don't really like necessarily focus on the score as much as, at least not yet. Um, if I really wanted to like worry about getting my score up, I'd be more focused on keeping each game perfect and stuff like that. But I do like to practice a lot of scenarios, so that way when I do try to focus, I'm even tighter, right? I'm better, so that I could get my rating up higher. But for right now, I'm just kind of playing haphazardly a little bit. Let's try another one and just see what happens. Maybe let me know what you think about that. That was not super difficult. And no disrespect to anybody if you happen to see this game and be wondering, hey, wait a minute, I wasn't difficult. Where? What? Don't take it wrong. Like I say, that game went down pretty quick right now. Here it looks like they got me kind of. They're trying to nail down that rook. See if we can come up with anything here. Save the day. Their weak pawn is right there. So what can we do? Can we do anything? Let's try. Open that up. Put him in check. Do that. Queensly. Well, guess it's in our hands. Okay, let's see if we can not blunder this somehow. Okay, long castle. So that's a little bit unusual for me. Okay, I don't. Whoops, I didn't mean to move my king. Accidentally. Sometimes I'll do that. I'll make a blunder. Accidentally move a piece I don't even mean to move. See if we don't do anything too crazy. Maybe we can survive. Oh no, blundering my knight. Oh no, maybe not. Somehow I got away from that one. So they can still put me in check. Move a piece. Sometimes he's got to move whatever he can. Usually I'll advance at pawns from the back, so that way I can... Oh, whoops. Lost my queen. Darn. That's what we get for moving too fast, right? And I am in check. Let's grab that rook. Now, it doesn't mean it's over, though. I mean, they can easily wander. You know, actually, I had... Okay, but I'm running out of time there. I'm talking, I'm not focusing here. I'm going to try to focus on this next game without talking as much and see if it affects my ability to focus a little bit and play the game better. Alright, so we lost one, and we lost one on time. Try this one here again. And, whoops, okay, get another opponent going. Be careful about pre-moving. It's tempting to do. They're going to castle. What I'll usually do is move these pawns forward. I'm not really sure the best strategy for this, but I'm trying. That was not good. Should have probably advanced something else first. Take the pawn. That's kind of a waste. But let's see. I'm not sure what to do, but I don't have a whole lot of time to think, so you gotta keep moving. And of course, I'm gonna take that. Okay. Sacrifice this rook? Probably not. Risky move. Not really gonna do anything for us. Major, letting go of my rook. Darn it. Okay, that's not good. Okay, we're protected. Check. I'm trying to create a little bit of confusion or chaos, or and helpful. I want to buy time. Hey, what do you know? So even if I'm not doing that great, I'll just keep moving best I can because a lot of times they're getting stuck on the time. They're thinking about a move too long, right? So That's what we want to avoid, is thinking about a move too long and running out of time needlessly. Let's try another one. So, alright, drop me a line if you're listening or watching any of these games. If you think I'm doing terrible, let me know. If you like this opening at all, let me know. I like it because it usually, whoops, well, take the bishop. And they're going to move in here with that. So let's just go right back into position. Won't be able to castle, but let's try this here. Like, can't really do much with that. So let's try this. Oh, well, what choice we got here? Yeah, trade. Oh, got me. Chuck E. Cheese's. Great. White. Oh, that was checkmate. Darn. Well, lost that one. Checkmate. So you can see there we got the knight in there, or he or she looks like probably a guy. So let's try another one. See what we can do. You can see where I'm losing and the ways that I might win. I don't move that pawn forward twice, 2 spaces, because then they'll pull a gambit or something like that on me. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to be the victim of a queen's gambit, right? Oftentimes I can push these knights off, or if they have the bishops, they're pulling the bishops out. I can push them back, and gain control of the board. Let's open that up right there. What can I do here? Wait, that's my point. Okay, so let's get back there. Sometimes I'll get a little bit of pace going. That's where it gets to be kind of fun, especially when you're playing decent moves, which is not always easy to do at a fast pace. uh, oh, what am I doing? Stop. Running out of time. Yeah, a little too slow. One. That's 4. Keep up okay moves here to at least hold out on time. I'll go to the queen. Okay. That cool. Get messed up here. Well, that's done. So, almost ran out of time. I'm staying at like right now less than 300, right? Unless I, get pretty focused. Kind of staying right in the 300 range a little bit right now. Go for that one. Go for that. No way, I did not go for that, of course. What else can I do here? See, that do anything for me? Probably not. Never know. What can I do with this? Something. Sacrificing here a little bit, so probably not the best way to handle it. Not to move too fast. Under our queen. That's going to do anything for us here. That. That. Not good. Oh, ouch, ouch, ouch. One on time. So that was a reasonable game where I felt like it was getting a little bit of pace. Not the worst moves till there's a couple of sacrifices, just a couple of trade-offs and blunders. Let's play another one. See what we can do. Just warm up a little bit. You get a little bit better. Maybe even increase your score. You start playing some slightly better opponents. It gets to be a little fun, right? Let's see here. Sometimes they don't move very quickly at the beginning. That's when you know they're either a pretty good thinker, they need that little bit of extra time to make better moves, or they're just straight up not confident. That's when we have a good chance. Let's see here. Okay. And that's not to say that I'm doing great. I'm a very beginner level. But I can make a slight improvement. Something. Ooh, ouch, ouch, ouch. That was not. doing next? What do they got this week? Ouch, that's not good. That hurts. Ouch. Okay. Oh. 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 Let's save the day, or will he have something up his sleeve? Some kind of checkmate brewing right there. Look at that. See that? Brewing some kind of checkmate on us. And we can't let that happen. Help it. I don't know if that's going to help save us. No. Okay, we're done for on that one. Well, we tried. Try another one. Actually, I'm going to change my board color here real quick. And just try maybe. What can we. Just the musical. That's what I have on there. I don't know what that's about. Okay. Let's try and see. What does that do? Well, that looks pretty nice. Try that one. Is it going to change? Wait. Save. Is this working? Is our board. What's going on? How do we change the board? Musical. Let's see. Our time with this. Let's refresh. Okay, here we are. I like this color. Alright, let's see if we can do some damage on this match with a new board color. Find us an opponent. Here we go. Try a slightly different opening variation. Oh, they got me in check going. Okay, let's see here. Not gonna do us any good, but let's try it. Ah, losing a rook. Great move, but doing it anyway. Drawing us out here, that's not good. We're gonna have an opening. Can we take the queen? No. Take the knight or the rook. Boom. Quick. And now see this, I'll be doing this for a little bit, and then all of a sudden they'll come in with some checkmate out of nowhere. Just do a trade. Forget it. Helps us at all, probably. We only have a couple pieces, so probably not gonna win this one, but you know, you never know. Maybe we can run on time here. Oops. Oh, up. Not worthwhile move. Okay, let's see here. Maybe some better moves. That is not it. Sometimes I move too quick and I'll blunder a piece and that's it. Not good. That was checkmate. Holy cow. Looked like it would be checkmate, but it got me in checkmate there. Alright, let's try another one. Oh well. Gotta take the loss with the wins. It was a tough loss. At least I got a few moves in. I mean, I've had some much worse losses. To get you like 3 or 5 moves, it's just like, oh god, I suck. But here I'm still sitting below 300 ratings. I'm not really picking up much rating here. It's not like I'm doing any highly advanced play. But a little bit of practice with this new board color. Real basic play here. Nothing, no highly advanced moves. Darn. Well, that goes that route. Or should I just play that? Best thing to do, but do it anyway. Almost blundered my queen right there. How lame is that? Somehow they didn't catch it. Okay, let's see. What am I trying to do? Run them down on time, that'd be great. Is that gonna happen? No. Wait for some checkmate here any second. They're gonna. What is that? You can't. Oh yeah, queen. That's not gonna work. Oh wait, where can we move? Jeez, I have to block it with my queen, I guess. Only move I got. Not cool. Okay, come on. Don't even play. What am I trying? Okay. Alright, that's. I'm just dropping rating now. Got the checkmate on that one. So what was that? 2 checkmates, maybe. Let's try another one here. Okay. Always want to be careful for that little lockdown. Either push this pawn or this pawn or something. This bishop up here. And, hey, close. Uh, Here's something up your sleeve, and that starts happening. Stay out of that knight's way there. Okay, let's do that. 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 This person is not playing extremely well. Let's say that way. That was not cool. Okay. Running out of time. Overthinking. Got another one here. Okay. Maybe this will be the last one for now. Once I get my flow going a little bit, though, I can get a little bit better. Once I get into the mix. Not that I'm going to do great on this one. Ultimately, it's not going to. Not a wise move at all. Bye bye. And then we can get back a blunder. I was some dumb reason. Okay. That is not good. Oh, let's see. What can we do? Yeah, that nothing. There's basically nothing. Checkmate. Okay. And then I'll go a little bit berserker and just start trading and somehow end up with a better position. I won my time. All right. So anyway, that's just a few of the bullet chess matches. Let me know if you think I'm, moving too soon. And what kind of strategy you think I should try. I'm not, real familiar with all the openings, but what's your favorite opening? Maybe that you use the most. And drop me a line. Let me know if you do. And I do have some other videos though with some other matches, and you might find some there that you want to analyze a couple of moves on, or you like some of the strategy that I used in a couple of the wins. Let me know. Drop me a line. Maybe come back to this channel for more. Until next time, though, thanks for watching this video. See you next time.